while traveling the northern Savage Divide in Appalachia, get a little pumpkin symbol on our compass. And if we look at our map, there's a large gathering of pumpkins stacked up. So passing this Brotherhood of Steel occupied military checkpoint, you can look off in the distance to see green explosions. We hear the ticking of familiar ticking of an officer, the code. And as we get closer, we get the miscellaneous quest.
So little time.
Speak with Jack at the pumpkin house. And then the pumpkin house is added to our map. So this is a daily quest.
So many pumpkins to carve. So little time.
Which means I cannot acquire any information from it. Other than... Oh, wait, where's it at?
So many pumpkins to carve.
Oddly enough,
So little time.
it's not there. Oh, because it's a daily. Yeah, there we go. Other than speak with Jack. So this is Jack O'Lantern.
You there? Let me take a look at you. Yes, you'll do nicely.
Where are my manners? Welcome to the Pumpkin House, one of the most popular attractions in Appalachia. I'm Jack, the caretaker here.
Alright. Why are you still maintaining this place?
Because my programming demands it. Priority 0. Gather pumpkins and prepare for the festival. See, the mandate couldn't be clearer.
Oddly enough, it says I'm back to help again, but I haven't spoken to Jack before on this character. You're positively chipper.
Oh, yes, indeed. It's good to have a purpose. Even if, admittedly, the festival turnout looks like it will be a tad low.
Alright, well, I'm back to help again, even though it should just say I'm here to help.
Kindly fetch me some pumpkins to carve, will you? You will be adequately compensated, I assure you.
He gives us a miscellaneous quest to go gather 10 pumpkins. Oh. It left my,
So many pumpkins to carve. So little time.
It left my thing. Gather pumpkins to trade for radioactive seeds. The journal entry is, Jack has asked me to find pumpkins for him in the surrounding area. Doesn't he have enough pumpkins already? Collect 10 pumpkins. So it wants me to walk across the street near this fissure site. Oh, it's the daily quest, trick or treat, by the way. But in all actuality, if you have...
So many pumpkins to carve.
let's get rid of
So
low-sighted.
little time.
If you have green thumb, you can get all 10 pumpkins here at this location. Just need to walk over. To here. 1, 2, so that's 4. Felt like there was more over this way, but I don't think there are, right? No. Oh, it messed up and it doubled it. That should have only been 4, and it gave me 8. Back here. You can get another 2. Right there. There's another 2. Well, if you have the perk equipped. Then if you continue walking back, you'll see another set. And then 3 more sets. They added more sets here, so that people wouldn't have to go over here and deal with the Scorch Beast if you're a low-level player. There's another set here, or another 1 there. And there's another 3 here. continue moving this way, we can see another set over here. 3 more pumpkins. Oh. And if we continue to work more this way, we can see another pumpkin. Pumpkin house. This way. So let's go turn those in, and then let's give a little look around of the pumpkin house. Explore it.
So many pumpkins to carve. So little time.
Well, Jack,
You there? Wait, I know you. Welcome back.
here are your pumpkins.
As usual, many thanks for your service. As promised, here are your seeds.
That completes the daily quest, Trick or Treat. He gives us radioactive pumpkin seeds and pumpkin grenades. You can also get a candy fan Mr. Fuzzy here. I don't know if it's guaranteed to be the candy fan Mr. Fuzzy, but it's probably highly likely. Let's go ahead and equip this pumpkin grenade. Does 104 damage, 100 damage over time, plus 200 radiation damage over
Days
time.
like these, I wonder what I'm even carving for.
So over here, you're guaranteed a Halloween skull mask. There's some toilet paper here, a cigar case, and I think it's always a walking cane, but it could just be a randomized two-handed melee weapon. We can look at some of the pumpkins or jack-o'-lanterns. We have a vault door, or whatever that's supposed to be. A Jangles the Moon Monkey, a silver shroud, a Vault-Tec logo, which is a bit odd that people will be carving Vault-Tec logos, a Vault Boy, and that's it. You could actually get these during the Scorched Halloween event. Up here is the candy tray.
Can't be called the pumpkin house without more pumpkins.
Where the children would come and just grab their candy. He mentions a parade. I guess I wouldn't necessarily call it a parade that's going to happen.
So many pumpkins to
Other than the parade of military people over there. Let's check the garage first. So there are 2 wood piles in the bed of this truck. Tons more pumpkins. 2 wood piles on the side of this garage. There are also 2 raider corpses. And I believe this is a guaranteed pitchfork, as the pitchfork is used to make a flaming pitchfork. Let's go ahead and go in. No. There's a level 0 locked tool chest. Another random clothing spawn. A stem pack spawn. A level 1 locked toolbox. Another pile of wood. And a weapons workbench.
So many pumpkins to carve. So little time.
Yep. There's a first aid kit right here. And now we can go ahead and head inside. Where it just looks like a pretty chill place. Here's another basket for trick-or-treating. If you loot that, inside is actually more candy. On the table is a pumpkin pie. On the counter
What I'm even carving for.
is another pumpkin pie. And actually, the recipe for creating pumpkin pie is guaranteed to spawn here. I think a 3rd pumpkin pie can spawn inside one of these ovens. I only got the 2. Inside the fridge, randomized
Days like
food.
these, I wonder what I'm even carving for.
Continue upstairs, there's another plastic pumpkin, and another stim pack spawn. Inside is where the rad roach would have been on the ceiling, but it dropped down and attacked.
So many pumpkins to carve. So little time.
Inside the bathtub is a Vault 94 Vault Dweller Ambassador. We haven't gotten to Vault 94 yet, but you can find their ambassadors all over the place, as they were killed trying to be good people. There is a third
It can't be called the Pumpkin House without more pumpkins.
randomized clothing. All three of these were greaser jackets for me, but they are random. There's a guaranteed witch hat costume spawn here. A Kim. I don't believe there's anything under the pillow, so you can't even pick it up.
I wonder what I'm even carving for.
More candy on the floor, but there's also a note here on the dresser. Pumpkin carving automation notes. Well, I finally got all the robots online and programmed to carve out jack-o'-lanterns. I'm still having problems with them setting pumpkins down without rolling over. All things considered, I'm feeling pretty good about this automation idea. Wendy named the greeting robot jack-o'-lantern. I think the kids will love it. October 31st is almost here. With any luck, this should be our biggest event to date. There's actually only one pumpkin. Again, feels like something that they didn't have time for, so they cut it short.
So many pumpkins to carve.
I know, so many pumpkins.
So little time.
Because Jack is the only Halloween-themed... God, the scorch pieces up. The only Halloween-themed Jack robot. And I really wish they would have more Halloween-themed events and stuff, because the bombs fell on the 23rd of October. And this is the only daily that is Halloween-themed. It's actually the only thing in Fallout 76 that's really Halloween-themed. There's a couple of other locations that I'll visit, but it's primarily this location, and it makes no sense. And this is the only event, and again, it makes no sense. Let's go ahead and give a look around at the other people here. At least the houses that are around that would have, I guess, participated in the parade, even though the only parade going on is these cars. So this one has a picker-up truck, but you cannot enter it. It's just a house. The second one, we go over to it, they have two cars. Don't know the names of all the cars. But there's nothing else important here. There's another house you cannot get into. There are some pumpkins. These ones were also recently added. I don't know when, but whenever they did the change. They weren't here before. You had to go all the way out to the pumpkin patch that I will show you. Let's go to the third house. Yeah, third house. Nice little coop here. We can actually enter this one. It is destroyed. There are two Radexes here. Go ahead and grab them. There's a bunk bed and a desk. Someone was writing and drinking. Okay, go out, go to the third house. We can see underneath it in the backyard, next to two wood piles, is a level 2 locked safe underneath the porch. Nothing really important inside. Just ammo and junk. There's a bunch of alcohol bottles outside where we also find a dead scavenger. He was probably killed by the scorch. I think the alcohol bottles are here. They're not just there because of the scavenger. So this is a scavenger spawn. Random encounter spawn. And also up here is another weapons workbench. Would have been nice if it wasn't a weapons workbench, considering there's one over there. Oh. Oops. Okay, we continue on to the next house. We do see a Scorch. Let's go ahead and get inside. So inside this house, oddly enough, are these shipping crates. You can climb up onto them and hope the Scorched Beast doesn't see you. I believe you can also get into one of them. So hold on. And inside is a cap stash, an explosives thing with a bunch of plastic caps, and 2 safes. One of them is level 1. Randomized loot. One of them is level 2. Also randomized loot. And over here is a school bus it's just from the West Virginia School District. They were probably bringing children down to the pumpkin house. There's another set of pumpkins that actually did not used to be here at launch. There are tons of mannequins in here. Petrified corpses. Someone had bought some whiskey. Someone has a bunch of grocery shopping. There is a random encounter hotspot right here, so that's why those super mutants just spawned in. Shooting at me, or are they shooting at... They're shooting at the Scorch Beast. Which is good, because now it'll be distracting. Let me run up to this last house, even though there's not much going on here. There's another safe underneath the floorboards. Dang it. They gave up on the Scorch Beast. Oh, why wasn't it pulling my gun out? It wasn't pulling my gun out. So I was just running toward them, pulling the trigger, and nothing was happening. Oh, now it's here. I really don't like fighting Scorch Beasts, because I don't like enemies that fly. They're super annoying. I am going to have to take it out to finish exploring, I think. Maybe not. I'm going to mute this so we don't have the battle music. I'm going to go to the safe. And I'm going to ignore it for now, as I think it will get distracted by them. Nope, they're firing at me again. Oh, God. And of course, he came running at me. I really wish they would have implemented the thing to knock them out of the sky. If you've done the main quest, they talk about something that's meant to knock Scorch Beasts out of the sky. And then all they did was they used it for the events. Called It's a Trap. But when they discussed it, it sounded like they were making something portable, you know? Shooting at me again. It's nothing important. You can't go into this house. There's a cooking station on the porch, but other than that, We don't need to worry. I'm going to leave them to fight. And we're going to head back to these houses. Because behind these houses is the little trail. Where does it start at? It starts all the way over there. This is the path that people drove down. Oh, is it coming to me? It's also legendary. Which would be nice for this character, but I don't want to waste time on it. Do I even have anything that can... It also hasn't popped its regeneration. But I need it out of here so that I can do my thing. And this is why I hate them. It's just running away from me. Fine, leave. I don't like enemies that run away from you nonstop. There's a random refrigerator outside. Are you coming back? You landed! No, 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 no. Hurry, hurry, hurry. It's gonna regenerate. There. You're dead. You're dead. No more. No more annoying Scorch Beast. Except for the fact that there is a fissure site over there, so another one will spawn after a while. Back to what we were doing. There's a truck here. And in the next to this truck is a trailer. Where a raider random encounter hotspot is. As well as if you look outside, more pumpkins. And a skeleton. I thought there was a note with it, but I guess I was wrong. For some reason, they didn't want to grab one of these mattresses to sleep on. They just wanted to lay on top of a sleeping bag. Nothing else here. There is a Lone Wanderer motorcycle, a wood pile, a cooler with food, lots of alcohol, more wood piles, and randomized recipe, another skeleton, a porta potty with a skeleton inside. We'll go ahead and let them finish what they're doing in there. We continue moving to the southwest. We can find the spot where they were having a little Halloween powwow. A couple of cars outside with nothing really important. Oh, I thought the other Scorch Beast spawned in. Here's the ticket booth. A cauldron outside, a bunch of tickets. Nothing underneath this one, it's just the tables that they ate on. Here's where you can get your photo taken. Sounds like there are ticks inside. Oh, it's a Civil War door, okay. Here is the person who was taking your tickets and doing concessions. There's another Halloween skull mask. Cola spawn, another witch hat. And we can now head inside. So they were having these little hay cart rides. people to be going through. Here's the pumpkins that he wanted us to come and collect, or it. It's just a robot. Wanted us to come and collect. You can also get some corn here. Here's a bunch more pumpkins. Literally everywhere. The hay rides took you throughout the whole place. Some more corn. And then a little cemetery. Possibly not a real cemetery. It was most likely made just for... Well, I don't know. This is Fallout. This could have been a real cemetery, and they were using these people's tragedies as monetary gain. Some more pumpkins here. Follow this up here to more pumpkins. There's the fissure site. And another hay ride. Bombs also fell in the morning. So these people, some of these people are wasted during the daytime. Here is the porta potties. Nothing crazy in them, oddly enough. And I think that's about it for this little area here. Because the rest of that will tie in with the cave up there. So we don't need to travel it. There are two other locations. They're unmarked that I think I'm going to also show off. Just because, again, they're some of the only Halloween
So many pumpkins to carve.
already.
So little time.
I took the thing off of him. Is there another one here? This is a frequent spot if you need an officer's code.
It can't be called the pumpkin.
I will
Town
almost
without
always
more
get an officer
pumpkins.
here. But alright. Let me go to those two unmarked locations, and then we're done. It's right here on the map, near Bramwell, in the Garahan area, in the mountains. You can find this little spooky town. Well, it's a house. I believe it is campable. Hold on. Yes, so you can build a camp here. So you're wanting a nice little Halloween place. I mean, obviously be aware other players can build here as well. They have these giant... they're not really spiders because they only have 6 legs. Pumpkin faces, and this one's got a tire face. Hay bale creatures. Little picker-up truck. Mole rats also will spawn here. There's a blue Corvega, I believe, here. Nothing else on the outsides. Woodpile and a a cooler there inside. Orange and black silverware, diningware, and a cauldron. There's a candy fan, Mr. Fuzzy, and a plastic pumpkin. Fridge. There's this little, little side alcove. The level 1 locked safe. Go ahead and pop that open. Randomized loot. Kim there, a metal box, and 2 lockers. has upstairs and it has a basement. Go upstairs. Sleeping bag on the ground, a mattress on the ground, another Kim spawn. A second bear. Well, the first bear, actually. The other one downstairs was not a bear. Nice little bathroom here. First aid kit. And you can sleep in that bed. So there you go. And then if we check the basement, there is a dead settler. Has its washing machine and dryer. 2 desks along with some rum. Little blossom. So there's 2 alcohol spawners. There's a settler that was killed by the mole rats. A randomized melee or unarmed weapon. And some shelves. So I believe this is referred to as the Halloween Spooky Hamlet or Horror Hamlet. There you go. Another little Halloween location.